opening doors for them. Alright? So for hubs, storytelling is more than marketing. It's about framing your hub's role in the startup journey in a way that motivates founders, attracts partners, and strengthens credibility. I've given you your objective. This is why you are building your hub. You want young people, founders, people that are building this to come to your hub, right? Yes. You want to attract partners, yes? You want the money, yes? Or you don't? A lot of people here don't want the money. And you want to be trusted in the community so that they will give you the money. Okay? So this is where storytelling comes. You have to tell your story. You have to tell your story and keep telling your story. So let's practice. Who wants to tell us a story? Story. Once upon a time, I came to Anambra State, the land of my mother and my father. You want to tell us the story about your home?
That would make me to bring out $100,000.
Story. I came to Anambra this year, and I was confused on what to do, how to start. I normally see the solution, innovative, this report. I didn't know how to get started. So I met a friend of mine, Mr. George. He's the CEO of Ray Source. So he put me through and he brought me in. So I am training and under training, and it's been wonderful so far.
Thank you very much for that story. Give the person in front of you to tell us his story. Yes, tell us your story.
Okay. Our story is born from, we are trying to build the technology lighthouse, and we are like the light in Africa's digital night. We are the silent giants behind the scenes. We are building future, we are living dreams. We don't just like the way, we build the road, and we are breaking through what's impossible. We build beyond limits. Every challenge, you can win it. Technology lighthouse, we shine so bright. We build beyond limits, we reach new heights. Technology leads the way. And we are creating the narrative where everyone can, their vision, their ideas, and whatever they are building can come to reality. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now, we are telling stories now. We are here to learn. We are here to learn.
Alright, my story or our story, right? So we live in a world that every day we are evolving, right? And in as much as, well, we are neglecting some aspects of people that are supposed to evolve, which are actually young people, right? And young people are the leaders of tomorrow, right? And one of the ways we are evolving is through technology. And so we are trying to achieve that Obodo-Igbo aspect. And Obodo-Igbo, everybody knows how to press computer, right? So Codex Africa is bridging that gap. Codex Africa is helping that, right? Anambra State as a whole, we have a lot of, Anambra is like the home for business owners. And we don't just want our business to be here. We want our business to go global. And for you to go global, there's a certain standard you are supposed to have. And one of those standards are websites. And Codex Africa helps you with websites. We help you have that global standard. when you are trying to pitch to an abroad company, they're like, okay, how can we find out about you? And it's your website, right? So Codex Africa helps with that website, right? And to build that gap of giving young people the privilege of learning tech, we started the kids summer boot camp. So your kids that those ones in primary school, they are like, oh, they are too small, but they know how to play games on their phone, right? So.
Okay, good afternoon. There are two famous footballers I believe we all know. Though at the end of my story, we should be able to get them. 1 minute. So one actually came from Lisbon and didn't have this opportunity to go to one of the famous academy, while the other one has health issues. And when the opportunity came around for an academy to sign them, he was able to enter the academy through a friend that assisted him. And also the other one was able to enter the academy as well, even though different clubs, through UNICEF foundation that came around. And if you look at it, something is similar to both of them. Right now, they are the most award-winning Ballon d'Or winner the district of ever experienced. But one thing is certain, opportunity. If UNICEF has not come around, Lionel Messi will never be signed to Barcelona. And if Sporting Lisbon have never come around, Cristiano Ronaldo will never be signed to Sporting Lisbon. And that story actually resonates so much with me because growing up as well, I'm a tech prodigy and stuff, like celebrated for a lot of things and stuff. But I got to a particular stage whereby I actually want to do more on a bigger scale. But the resources was not there, the community was not there, and most times my adult just end up just being one-time thing. And this particular thing resonated with me to the extent that I had took it upon myself to connect, partner more, and also bring up people of like-minded to help our students, teenagers from underserved community have access to opportunities, tech skills, and also creativity tools to help them liberate and get out of the community. And so far, we've been able to empower over 500 students from different schools.
At the end, that was when you started telling me the story that we need to give you one. Okay, give this man the 30 seconds, final.
I grew up in an era where I was not privileged to use a phone nor internet.
Clap for him.
And suddenly, my 5-year-old kid knows where every mobile game is on my phone and presses it so confidently. And he intercepts himself on screen. And the average screen time of a little teenager is now about 7 hours, 30 minutes per day without any educational content. How do I relate and bring my child to have educational content while still having the average screen time? That's why Global Star Tech decided to build a mobile app that gives educational value at the same time bring the gaming aspect for fun and entertainment all in one space.
Thank you very much.
In addition to what she said, Codex Africa has been incubators hub. We've actually given small businesses leverage by giving them opportunity to showcase their ideas and their startup hubs when it comes to social media. Yes, we've helped some to build web platforms, mini web platforms, from where they now start growing. We don't just doing that, we offer them trainings on how to manage such platforms, how to use them to attract investors and stuff like that. Then also we have a space engine. Yes, we have a very wonderful space engine with wonderful facility, if 24 hours internet, have AC, have good space environment that can take at least up to 30%. Wow. In one stance. Okay.
Thank you. She will be the last person I will take. Fine.
Okay.
Once upon a time. Okay, so I left Lagos where opportunities are crowded, to Nnewi where opportunities are untapped, and there at Nnewi we saw lots and lots of potentials, but with no platform at all to train them. So we built Nnewi Tech Faculty, where we can train those talents and help them become, better innovators, right at the heart of Nigeria's industrial city. So at Nnewi, we just don't teach. We create pipelines where we can build the next steps and tech leaders. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much. You guys, this guy wants to tell us a story. Tell us your story in 1 minute.
Sometime last year, I made a decision that changed my life. But before that, I would like to say that I came here on a better day. I heard about the program. I felt that I would like to be here soon. So back to my story. Sometime last year, I made a decision that changed my life. I had a photography business that was doing very well in Anambra State. But I left it for Ogun State to learn smart farming and surface farming. That's what I've been doing. After the 3 months, I came down to Anambra State and I had no land, I had no space, and the idea that came into my head then was to build a school, to use their space and their water in exchange for space in my business, and that worked. So right now, I built a smart farm in a school, as well as has a business by the side. So if you give me your $100,000, I could have about 10 more smart schools, and I will build my business, and that's why I'm here to learn how to do that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay. Wait, we have to give my money. I will first of all give you my money.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Gabriel Banu, IDK Learning Center. I think we've done quite a lot in ICT and in terms of hub. I remember in 2018 we did My Business Goes Digital, where we did a free training for market people on how their business will go digital and social media, like what. This has been part of the experience of IDK, bringing people together, and then we'll do free presentation, free training, and then we also empower them. Not just being free, we also empower them. So basically, these are part of things, and part of the story IDK has been done with. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Time, no time. Find time for you to share. Okay?
So, when it comes to storytelling, look at the elements of the stories that made me these people that their stories really stood out. First is, a story must have a starting point. I grew up in an era. I left Lagos where there were opportunities to Nnewi. Your story must have a beginning and an end. In 2015, there must be a beginning, your story. Alright? Now, in that story, there must be your journey. What did you pass through? What were the struggles? Every child can operate phones. I went to Ogun State to learn how to build smart farms. What were the struggles? What was the results? The impact? I wanted to hear, I trained in our Codex Academy, we have trained 1,000 children and 95% of them have started. In our hub, we have trained 500 entrepreneurs. 70% of them have launched their businesses and have grown it to 7 to 8 figures in a range of 2 to 3 years. The impact matters. This is the reason why we do what we do. If you are targeting a funder, if you give me 100,000 naira, look at what it will do with data. Now, your story doesn't have to be all about emotions. There must be an intellectual part of it. When you tell me the story, what happened, how it happened, it connects with me emotionally. My brain wants to be connected to. When you give me facts, the number, the impact, all right? Storytelling helps you to build trust. And that is what you do with the content that you put on social media. You're telling your stories. You go to television stations, the media stations, you're telling your stories. All right? It gives you credibility. I want to see the pictures. Show me that you train these people. Show me the results. Show me the data. Okay? It gives you that emotional connection. Investors will remember your story. The story you tell is what investors are going to remember. Now, there are different types of storytelling. Inspirational storytelling, okay, especially on social media when you're telling your stories, you want to inspire your audience. You share your journey, how you started. Okay, I love how he said, I went to Ogun State, the journey of how he started building his smart farms. Alright? If I can do it, you too can. We are doing it, look at how we did it, you too can. Inspirational. Alright? Educational. You teach concepts. Alright? You teach people this is how to build smart farms. This is how to code on your platforms. Okay? Testimonial. One of the things I want us to do here is that after now, I will collect your testimonial. I will record you. They will record you. How was this experience? What do you have to say about Solution Innovation District? You see, those stories, when they put it out, people will trust it more. People trust what others say about you. Perception. More than what is. Everybody is awesome, amazing. I can come here and tell you amazing stories about myself. And if others are echoing the same thing, I can trust you more. So that's where testimonials. Don't do any program without collecting testimonial from the audience. Tell them to write it. Tell them to record it. Okay? You're doing your part, you're supporting them, you're giving them the tools, and they're getting the results. In fact, you don't even need to tell them. Most of them will come and tell you, thank you, this thing you did. You're like, oh, would you mind saying this thing that you're saying now on video? And they will say it, and you put it on your social media. When investors, funders come around to check what you're doing, they want to see those. You can't tell me you trained 2,000 people, I can't even see one testimonial. You train them in the air. Or where? There must be evidence. Say there must be evidence. Evidence. Then, data-driven storytelling. Facts, metrics, visuals, compelling narrative. Share how you raised 50 million naira in 2024. Okay? You illustrate it with charts. What did you do with the money? What is the impact that money made? Okay? Give me the data. It trained 500 people. These 500 people, they started their businesses, and these 500 people have generated 100 million in revenue. Show me the data, evidence, bank, drafts. We come to do due diligence, and we are looking at your books and everything. Evidence, yeah. I mean, that's how they say it. All right? Now, bringing it all together, integrating data plus emotion equals to credibility. That's why I told you, you must appeal to the feeling side of me, the emotional side of me, and you must appeal to the intellectual side of me. Intellectual, I want to hear numbers, I want to hear the data, okay, what we are able to do. Emotional, make me feel something. Tell me your challenges, how you overcame it, and what you're doing, okay, and what you're going to do. All right? Example. 90% of graduates launched within 6 months. That's data. 90% of graduates launched within 6 months. They're telling me we trained in the last 6 months, not even okay, we have trained a lot of people. What is a lot of people? Okay, so emotion shows human angle. Chinwe, a single mother, built her first app here and now employs 5 people. Imagine that. You felt that, okay? Emotionally and intellectually. Chinwe, a single mother. What does that tell you? This woman, she feeds the suffer. Exactly. She's a widow. In the midst of her struggle, she learned how to code and built an app. Not just that, she's paying herself and she's paying 5 people. When you see that, that's impact. That's what funders want to see. Okay? Now here's a simple storytelling framework. Problem, solution, impact. Define the challenge, the gap faced by the startup or the community. This is when you have launched your hub, you are building your hub, you've been training people, okay? So whenever you want to write your story, you start with the problem, all right? Young developers in Onitsha had few pathways to launch tech startups. Businesses in Nnewi struggle to sell more of their products globally. So we built an e-commerce platform where people from all over the world can order their products from Nnewi. That is the solution. Show what the hub did to address it, your solution. Our hub launched 12-week incubation program focusing on MVP, building, market testing, minimum viable project. Like your prototype, the first thing, it doesn't have to be perfect. You are testing your beta test. Okay? In marketing, we know it as beta test. Your MVP. Alright? It doesn't have to have everything. Okay? It could just be that first training that you did, which from the feedback you get, you can improve it. Alright? So you launch that training, that is the solution. You are telling your story, then the impact. You highlight measurable results and qualitative change. 3 startups launched products, 2 secured grants, totaling 10 million naira and 15 jobs were created. It's very short, it doesn't have to be long. Okay? What is the problem? What is your solution? And what is your impact? Okay? So, case studies. We know budgets, right? How many of us know budgets? You should know budgets if you were here in 2012 when we did Occupy Nigeria. Who was there when we did Occupy Nigeria? 2014, yeah? Occupy Nigeria. I am very old. That's what it's telling me. Okay, now CC Hub, they tell if you go to their website, they tell the budget story, okay? Now, look at how it happened. They had a hackathon. We all know what is a hackathon, yeah? A tech governance hackathon they did in CC Hub. So people came. So this guy is a banker. He wanted to provide a solution where government expenses can be made public, transparent. All right? He's a banker, so he understands mathematics, finances, and all that. So when he came to CC Hub for that hackathon, now this is what hubs do. Okay? Most of us want to build things, but we don't have the resources, the people. Maybe I have an idea, I don't know how to do it. I'm not planning to learn how to code in the next 10 years. But I need a coder that will build the platform. Okay? So what sort of things that Hub does that they alright? Yes. And they become co-founders. So that was exactly what happened. He came with his his idea, then they paired him up with somebody that can develop, a developer that can develop things. And they built budgets. Now, budget is a big platform, raising millions of thousands of dollars. All because of what? The role that hub played in 2011. Okay? Now, if you go to their website, you check this story. That's the story they are talking about. They are always talking about it. What does this do? More people want to fund CC Hub. Google funds CC Hub. Meta funds CC Hub. Other international funds. Because of what? Their success story. A lot of you might be doing things, but you are not recording the impact story. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Yeah. You are not recording. Every little impact matters. Don't say it's too small. Every little impact, because you change somebody's life, you should be able to capture that. MEST Africa, Complete Farmer Ghana. MEST turned Complete Farmer's journey from classroom idea to an award-winning agri-tech company operating across Africa into a recurring story for recruitment and funding pitches. Okay? MEST Africa is a hub that incubates startups. Alright? So as people come to your home, capture their story, give them money, support them. Alright? Your first incubation, you might not get too much money. But by the time you've done the first one, and your students go and implement and come back with results, you see that more people will want to fund you. There are a lot of international organizations. How many of us are on LinkedIn here? If you are a hub, you should be on LinkedIn, because that is where the funders are. That is where you should be telling your stories more. If you are looking for fund, though, then iHub in Kenya, they built an internet device, a brick internet device, okay, that attracted global media attention. Even Obama recognized them in 2015, okay, because they built. You know, in Kenya they struggle with internet, just like here. Who knows? Maybe from your home, somebody will build something that wherever you are in Nigeria, you must get network. So that is what they built. Alright? And they keep telling that story over and over and over again. So I'm going to give you a social media strategy for choosing your platforms, content mix, and how to post on social media. So if you don't have a social media, open up Facebook now. Download LinkedIn app. If you don't have LinkedIn, download LinkedIn now, unless you don't like money. Everybody has access to the internet, yeah? Yeah. So download LinkedIn and open your account there now. Alright? Now, let's look at how social media have evolved. Who can remember the first time they heard about social media and joined social media? Which year? Let me know those people that are older than me. Yeah, that was the year. Who can remember the year you joined Facebook? Which year? 2007. Oh boy, 2007. How old you? Whoa, 2008. 2008. Okay, so I have more people like me here. 2009. Yes, me, I was 2009. It was 2009. What made you to join Facebook? Be honest. What made you to join Facebook? You can share.
To meet old friends. Okay, actually, I don't feel like then it was like a virtual world where you can actually connect with people outside. So, like something beyond your local community.
Okay. You even have serious reason. You should be honest now. Tell me, I know. My brother, me and you did the same thing. Now, yeah, make me go. Like, that was there. In 2000, 2009, 2010, 2000, it was just for girlfriend, boyfriend vibes things. But most of us, anyway, back then, then connect with your schoolmates. Yes. You know, we left school, we we are looking for our schoolmates that some have traveled and all. That was the reason. Okay, that was basically the purpose of social media back then. Connections, personal connections, nothing else. Alright? Then in the 2010s, that was the rise of Twitter. Who remember when they joined Twitter? Which year? 2011. Which year? 2011. Which year? 2012. If you don't have Twitter. Which year? Mine was 2014. Okay? Now, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, real-time sharing, professional branding, influencer culture. Okay? Now, LinkedIn then was basically for CVs. Dropping your CV, and all that. Okay? Then in the 2020s, that was when TikTok, short form videos, okay? Reels, YouTube shorts, algorithm driven engagement. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Okay? And today, marketplace. There are two reasons most people are on social media. It is no longer basically connection. Yes, connection, but you want to make money, get stuff, alright? And all that. Community building. WhatsApp is big. For those of you that your course is all about community, you know you must have WhatsApp here. Like WhatsApp, that is where communities are built. Alright? There are a lot of things you may not be able to do physical, the engagement, and all. Young people is WhatsApp. Alright? Now, why is social media important? It amplifies everything you do. In 2015, I traveled out of this country. I went to Denmark. Guess what? Why I went to Denmark? I served in 2011, 2012. So I did MDGs. Who remembers MDGs? Okay. So we did projects. I did my own personal projects. I was posting it online. I come back. I was still taking projects. I was posting it online. Somebody sent me a message. Ada, see this opportunity. Apply for it. You've been doing some wonderful stuff. I don't know the person though. I've not met the person though. Okay? I applied 2015. To my shockest shock, if there's anything like that, they called me that I've been selected and giving Youth Scholar Women Deliver, that I have a full funded travel to Denmark. And like that it happened. Just like I was just living my life, I wasn't expecting that. Social media. That was when I understood the power of social media. It gives you visibility beyond Onitsha, beyond Anambra State. Like anywhere in any part of the world, people can find you, people can give you money. And your horse, when you tell your story, you don't know who is going to fund you. Okay? You might be expecting, when you're starting, alright, the big funders will come. But sometimes it's individuals that just like what you do. Some people say, I like what you do, send me your account number. Let me support your work. Okay? Well, you're busy, you're looking for money. You're not talking about what you do. A closed mouth is a closed what? Thank you. So if you don't want the destiny of your home to die, you have to talk about it. Okay? It gives you credibility, community engagement, your alumni, your startups on WhatsApp. Alright? It attracts talents that's how people get to know you. Now, if you're here, this is how you choose your platform. Now, most of you may have to get people to manage the social media platforms for you. Maybe your children, okay, who are more social media savvy. Alright? But you have to start somewhere. Okay? You can start with 2 platforms, at least 2. LinkedIn has to be number 1 because you want money. Okay? The target audience, partners, corporates, funders. Instagram and Facebook, that's where you get the young people that you want to come to your startup. Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. Then Twitter, now X. Alright? You want to be positioned as a tech ecosystem influencer. Okay, people need to, even you, your personal page on Twitter and LinkedIn has to be tagged. If I want to give you money, I will look at your business page, I will go and look at your personal page, I will look at what you are posting. And I hope you know that anything that is online, I can find it. There's no, if you like, delete it. The digital track footprint is there. Okay? Then you have YouTube, TikTok, storytelling through video. Now, 40% of your posts have to be educational, tips, insights, lessons, 30%, the things that you're doing, events, programs, 20% behind the scenes. Like, how many of you here, since you came, you have snapped picture, you have videoed yourself? Very good. That is content. You think it's every time I want to see the events you're doing? Naturally, in Nigeria, we like Aproko. And Aproko is that I want to see your life. Do you get? So a little bit of that, what your whole life, your culture, when you and your team, you are doing team meetings, you record those things. Okay? Event like this, if you came with your team member, you record, you know, you share. You show the people the kind of culture that you're building. Okay? Then 10% promotional, come for application, come for services, maybe your hub, how much your programs and services are, whether it is free or whether it is paid. These are the things that you post. And consistency is what wins. Alright? It's better for you to post high quality content than 10 rush posts. You can decide 3 times a week, quality content, you're good. Okay? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you stick with it. When you're posting, and giving you the different types of posts that you make, alright? Then storytelling. Tell stories. Tell stories. Tell stories. It doesn't have to be long. I've given you a system. Problem, solution, impact. You put it out there. Is what matters. Okay? Content calendar development process. You set goals. You identify your audience. You set your goals. What is your goal? What is your goal? Why do you want to be on social media? You can tell me. Why do you want to be on social media? Yes? Yes?
To attract more partners.
To attract more partners. Okay? Another person? Yes? To meet wider organizations. To do what?
To engage.
Okay, to engage your communities. Yes. Alright? Who else wants to tell me? Yes? To build a community. Me, my goal is to make money. That's not I'm on social media. Okay, so your goal on social media is to attract your funders, your community members, build your alumni and all that. You know those goals. Now it will drive every other thing that you're doing. Now who are the audience? Students, professionals, business owners. Who are the audience? CEOs, executives, NGOs, international funders, investors, all right? Then map key dates, your event milestones, global observers, World Entrepreneurship Days. Okay, that makes up part of your content. Which one day are we celebrating this August? And we did Youth Week. How many of you celebrated it? Only one person. But you're all working with youths. You didn't do anything to mark it. Okay? We have Entrepreneurship Day. These are days that you have to mark. Do an event. Do something. It doesn't have to cost you money. You can do an online event. To mark it. It gives you relevance. Alright? It's very important. Then plan your content teams weekly, monthly. You can do Monday founder tips. Okay, what founders need to grow their businesses. Alright? Fridays you can spotlight the founders in your communities. On Wednesdays, you can tell the story of your hub. What are you doing? How did you start? Why did you start? You tell the stories. Then you schedule them. Alright? Every platform has a scheduling tools. We don't have all the time to be on social media. Okay? You're a busy person. You are running a hub. It's not an easy task. Okay? So you can decide every week You create 1 to 2 hours, plan all your content for the week, schedule them. When you open your Facebook app, when you want to post, you will see posts now, schedule. You click on schedule, you schedule the dates that you want it to go out. On LinkedIn, it's the same thing. On Instagram, it's the same thing. Alright? Or you can use apps. And you can download the Facebook Meta Business Suite. You schedule both on Instagram and Facebook. Alright? Then you track and improve. Then every week you check, okay, which post did well? What did I do better? Maybe I told my story more. They like this post. That means I should do more of this post. Alright? You double down on what works. So these are case studies on how these people, they maintain their LinkedIn pages. iHub Kenya, you can check them out. They use it to drive attendance and partner engagement. When you have programs, you use social media to get people, especially WhatsApp communities. Reach out to the groups. Massive awareness. Alright? So let's take a 2 minutes break. Stand up, stretch your leg while you put the other slide.